Hello, my wonderful people. According to my Igbo brothers and sisters, or according to Igbo adage, also Ugo, Ebelela na Mbabu. Aka na-ekwu na ọkụkọ bụ nsị n'ụkpa ya were ọnụ wee tụtasịa ya. I came in peace, you. This message now because of this all these shenanigans happening in this Biafran struggle. You know, our people, I don't know what to say, and I really don't know how to put it. But I must congratulate each and every one of us fighting in one way or the other to make sure that we get to the root of this matter of the Biafran agitation or the Biafran restoration, because the marginalization from the Zoological Republic of Nigeria have gotten to the point whereby even the dead is also crying. But the most funniest part of it is that even at the end of it all, the people who claims that they have not been marginalized for very decades now, if you go to the place that they have been marginalized, the development is even more better than the place where they think everything is okay with them. But that one, bygone. Make on hear this headline before I contribute to my own. I contribute my own quota. Disregard claims Simon Ekpa is a member of IPOB. Biafra group urges the Supreme Court, we are not going to win this war in a divided house. Divided will fall, but united we all stand. I didn't say I'm supporting Simon Ekpa. I didn't say I'm supporting the IPOB group or the Biafra group that is telling the Supreme Court. I know that all these things is just to make sure that there's nothing hinders the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes 15th day in the month of December 2023. But please, I am begging, in the name of whatever you belong or whatever you believe, let us do this in one mind. It will yield more result than when we did it in a divided house. That is my own contribution and my own quota. Whatever you need or whatever you have to say concerning this issue, please, I'd like you to drop it at the comment section while we read in between the lines. Like this message, share it, comment on it, and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos coming your way. I am Andy Aneze, reporting live from the platform of Okute Daily Talk. Let us read in between the lines. Please, I still beg. Our campaign is still ongoing. Hashtag Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Hashtag Biafran to the world, Biafran to the moon, all hail Biafra, and on the mandate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and every other fallen heroes of Biafrans, we all shall stand. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, on Friday called on the justice of the Supreme Court to disregard claim that Finland-based Biafra agitator Simon Ekpa is its leader or member. According to IPOB, in a statement by its spokesperson or its spokesman, Ima Powerless, the Supreme Court should not succumb to blackmail that Ekpa was its leader ahead of the December 15 judgment in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. That is, you see it? That's exactly the point. Powerful was reacting to the remark by the Chief of Defense Staff, Christopher Musa, that Ekpa was sabotaging the efforts of the security operatives in the southeast. The statement read in part, the global family and movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, ably led by the Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wishes to debunk the fallacious statement credited to the Chief of Army Staff that Simon Ekpa is the leader of IPOB. Nigeria Army Chief is very aware that IPOB has disassociated herself from the criminal activities of Simon Ekpa and his other bandit gangs. Nigeria Army, DSS, police, and Simon Ekpa are all in one collusion to blackmail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. IPOB and ESN have no other leader except our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, SAN. The Nigerian Army's latest media outburst that Simon Ekpa is an IPOB leader is nothing other than blackmail towards the upcoming judgment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's Supreme Court case. Moreover, the linking of Simon Ekpa to IPOB leadership and his recent tweet where he threatened to start violent evacuation of the Nigerian military in the southeast is part of their collective plans to renew violence in the southeast. Both Nigerian security forces and Simon Ekpa had the same objectives, according to Emmanuel Powerless. The first thing to renew violence, the first is to renew violence, killings, and destruction of properties in the southeast that have been quiet for some time now. Secondly, it is to use their renewed violent activities as evidence to bias the minds of the Supreme Court Justice not to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on the 15th of December based on the national security interest. We knew that the Supreme Court Justices were under pressure from the Fulani government not to release Nnamdi Kanu, hence they are shopping for evidence to persuade the judges. All the shenanigans by the Nigerian army, by the Nigerian DSS, by the Nigerian police, and the Nigerian government trying to use Simon Ekpa as a double agent is because of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case that is coming up on the 15th of December 2023. They are looking for ways to blackmail the IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu before the Supreme Court judges. The world knew that Simon Ekpa was not a member of IPOB and ESN and was not representing Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB in any way. The public should watch how the criminal and the double agent in Finland will start violence a few days after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's Supreme Court or before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's Supreme Court judgment. This criminal and his sponsors want to blackmail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that he will not be released. Remember that recently the Nigerian army called him an IPOB leader. They are all working together to blackmail and demonize IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is now obvious that the Nigerian army was among the agencies that recruited the criminals ravaging the southeast region and Igbo land in particular. For the Nigerian army chief to descend so low as to refer to Simon Ekpa as IPOB leader before the National Assembly is ridiculous and degrading to the Nigerian community, to Nigerian government and the Nigerian army. Do they think Nigerians and the international community are so daft not to understand who are IPOB members and who are not, but just playing the scripts which they have been given by their paymasters in Asorok? In another development, Serapo don't ask World Bank say may they no give any debt any loan again to all the Nigerian taxi states. May them go pay the ones they have borrowed. Nigeria is at the verge of collapse. It's 7 trillion naira debt. What a word and what an irony of borrowing from the so-called Zoological Republic of Nigeria. The Social Economic Crisis and Accountability Project, which is set up, has written to the World Bank asking it to suspend loans to the country's 36 states. In a letter addressed to Mr. Aja Banga, the World Bank president, Serapo urged him to promptly, transparently, and effectively conduct investigations into the spending of the loans and other facilities by the 36 state governors. How can they conduct it? Whereby all of them or all their eyes is on the crude oil coming from Nigeria. You want them to investigate. My dear, they are doing their businesses. I am very sure that they won't investigate. Serapo said the World Bank should suspend any loans and the funding if there is relevant admissible evidence of mismanagement or diversion of public funds by any of the states. They borrow to go and deposit in their different bank accounts. That is what Nigerians are seeing in the hands of all these old fools. This was disclosed in a letter dated November 25th, 2023 and signed by the Serap Deputy Director, Kolawale Oluwadare. Serap said the bank should suspend further applications for loans and any other funding to the nation's states until they are able to satisfactorily explain details of spending of loans and other facilities obtained from the banks and its partners. The organization is alleging that many of the 36 states were mismanaging public funds, including loans obtained from the bank and its partners, and allocations from the Fulani government of Nigeria. The statement said the organization was worried there is a significant risk of mismanagement of diversion of funds linked to the World Bank's investment in many of the country's 36 states. The World Bank and its partners need to make clear to Nigerian states governors that it will not tolerate any mismanagement or diversion of public funds by the immediately suspending any pending loans and other funding to them until the allegations of mismanagement of diversion of funds are investigated. Several state governors are also reportedly spending public funds, which may include funding obtained from the World Bank and its partners and allocations from the Fulani government to fund unnecessary travels, buy exotic and bulletproof cars, and generally fund the lavish lifestyle of their politicians. The country's 36 states have reportedly spent 1.71 trillion naira on their current expenditures, including allowances, foreign trips, office statutory, and aircraft maintenance in the first 9 months of 2023. Parts of the statement read: Serap threatened it will consider the option of seeking legal action should the World Bank fail or fail to implement the recommendations contained in its letter. And this is the word I bring comfort. My people, make una do what? Digest it, like it, comment on it, and subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos coming your way. I still remain Amanda Neze, reporting live from the platform of Okute Daily Talk. I came in peace, my people. I beg, make una do what? Remember our campaign is still going on. Hashtag Biafran to the world, Biafran to the moon, all hail Biafra, hashtag free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. And that is where we stand. Anyway, make una control they use this one. They just cool on our mind in this early Monday morning. I'll be right back with another blockbuster. Have a nice day, and may the good Lord continue to bless us all. The Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Bye for now. Que Messiano, my people.